This is what an organised pitbull fight looks like. This undercover footage was recorded in Finland for the BBC in 2007. Unfortunately, some people enjoy it and it affects our society in more ways than one. I have discovered that many young males want their dog to be tougher. In order to gain this, however, the owners would have to put the dogs through tough training and also acts of animal cruelty. In my opinion, I believe that this crosses the line from training to animal cruelty. In fact, it sickens me and makes me wonder how many owners are trying this in order to toughen up their dogs. In this documentary, you will learn more about how dangerous dogs really are, and from the owner's perspective on their own dogs, and the way that they are brought up. Easy.
When I first got her, it was actually one of my friend's dog's puppy. So she was born on Christmas Day, and I brought her to the house in about February or something, and I had her in my jacket. I was telling my mom the whole time, oh, I'm gonna bring a dog to the house, and she's like, nah, don't be silly.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And I was like, I'm gonna bring it in tomorrow, and she's like, yeah, sure. And then I must have brought her in my jacket, just like, she was about this big then. Oh, she's massive.
Yeah.
And I had her in my jacket. My mum was like, oh, what's that you got there, a dog, yeah, for jokes? And then I was like, yeah, it is actually. Pulled it out. And then I put it, she still didn't believe it was real. She was like, oh, what, are you serious? Like, screaming, going crazy. And I put her on the floor, and then she took a crap. And that's when she knew she was real, and she's like, oh my God, what just happened?
Do they consider her to be part of the family, as if a family member or a protection tool?
No, definitely more of a family member, to be honest. I never thought of her as a protection tool. Maybe when I was walking down the road and she'll bark at some random person in the dark, maybe I'll think, oh, okay, fair enough. I'll just move on. I don't like run after them.
Have you heard the phrase, the dog is the new knife? What's your views and opinions on this?
I can see why people are doing it, because it means they won't get convicted or whatever, but I think it's pretty bad as well, because dogs are innocent creatures, really, and they shouldn't be portrayed in that way, I think.
Clearly we've seen dogs being used as menaces to, protect people who are trying to do no good. So, yeah, I assume you mean it in that sense.
Okay. A lot of our younger generation walk around with dangerous dogs. Do you think that's more of a status thing to them?
Yes, and a protection thing maybe to them as well. It's like, whoa, don't touch me, I'm dangerous and I can do you danger.
The frightening thing is that might be the conclusion to what younger owners may come to. Young males are using dogs as substitutes to guns and knives, some even for protection. Others want them for some twisted kind of respect. It has become apparent that young owners' minds are working towards a simple status symbol by owning an aggressive-natured dog. But this begs the question, are dogs being used as a weapon? And the unfortunate answer to that is yes. Young owners don't have that traditional relationship between owner and pet. It's not just about affection, loyalty. These dogs are for a purpose, but I'm hoping in one case that this purpose is positive. We are now on our way to Toby's house, where we'll be interviewing him about his dog Cola. Toby lives in the Norfolk residential area, which has a high rate of dangerous dogs around.
Give me it.
What's your loving this attention, isn't it? I reckon the public would be scared due to her size, but I think because the police use German Shepherds as police dogs, I feel that I guess the public see German Shepherds not as much as a threat, because the media hasn't really exposed them as being that dangerous. It's what the media has done to certain breeds of dogs. That's why the public's views are based on what the media have had said, really. Using dogs as weapons is cruelty to animals. I reckon there should be a law against that. The fact that most of the younger generation are using dogs as protection tools or as tools they can use against other gang members and whatnot, I just believe it's just cruel. Shouldn't be allowed at all. I reckon the police should do more about it.
Unlike guns and knives, dogs can feel pain and fear, and a knife has to be pointed, a gun has to be aimed. But training a dog or abusing an animal is unpredictable because you can never know who would ultimately get hurt.
Finally, my views and opinions on dangerous dogs have not changed. It is merely down to the way that the owners bring their dogs up that perceives them as being dangerous dogs or not.